Welcome back to the Honda Sens Show. Pleased to be joined in studio by one of the hotter Ottawa Senators of late. At the time of this interview, I think you had scored 5 goals in the last 9 games. Milan Michalek, thanks for doing this.
No problem.
We're well overdue to get you in studio and pick your brain about a lot of things. First of all, let's talk about the last couple of weeks of your season. You seem to be finding your niche, a little bit of a groove that you're getting into here.
Yeah, I'm feeling better now, and it was hard for me. I had surgery in the summer, and it was really hard to come back. But it took really long, and I didn't expect it was gonna take so long. I thought I was ready in summer, and I came to the training camp, and I felt good. And then we played games. There was a lot of games, and there was a lot of pressure on my knee, and it started to hurt a little bit. So I had to slow down again, and got back into it. But hopefully, I'm back now, and can help my team.
Is it as much mental in overcoming a physical injury the way you did, as much mental as it is physical? I mean, you had major knee surgery, and there was a time not so long ago that a professional athlete would need a full year to recover from something that you had done.
Yeah, I think it's in your head too. When you think about it, it hurts a little bit, so you don't wanna like go in the corner and hard for it. It's just in your head, like you wanna do it, but you hesitate for a little bit, and then you lose the puck. And now it feels like I'm always like one step like ahead. So it's a big difference.
How disappointing was that at the end of last season to have to go through what you went through, get pulled out of the playoffs when you thought you had an opportunity to really help this team against Pittsburgh, and then end up having to go through something that you'd already gone through, and I'll talk about that in just a sec, but just talk about that disappointment from last year.
Yeah, it was a big disappointment for me. It was for my first season here, and we played so hard the whole season to get in the playoffs, and then I got injured, unfortunately, and I was really disappointed. I couldn't help my teammates, and I was just watching in the press box, and that was hard for me. But it happens in hockey, and I think it's going to make me stronger, and so I have to learn from it, and I can, you can never like prevent injuries. You always have to go hard, and no matter what happens.
You speak from experience because it happened to you your first year in the National Hockey League with the San Jose Sharks. How about a start to your career? Your first game, you score a goal. I think you had 1 shot, so you scored in your first shot on goal, and then your second game, disaster strikes. You suffer your first knee injury, and pretty much right off the season.
Yeah, that was really hard. I had a great start, great training camp. I came there, and my first game I scored, like you said, and the second game I got injured, and I was out for the whole season, and it was really hard. Especially I didn't speak almost any English too, so it was hard because I didn't know what was going on with me. The doctors were telling me this and this, but I didn't know. I didn't know what they were saying, so I didn't know if it was serious or not, and so then, I did all the rehab for the surgery, and I got back. I think in February, they sent me down for conditioning for like 10 days or something, and I got injured again.
Yeah.
I tore it again, and so I had to go for surgery again, and it was really tough times. And then I did the surgery, and I was with the team. They were in playoffs, and I was skating a little bit, and it was like getting swollen all the time, and so they found I had inflammation there, and it was really bad. So they gave me some pills, and I went back home to check in summer, and they found there's a big infection in my knee, so they had to take everything out.
Oh.
They took everything out, and then I had to wait there was the lockout year actually, so it worked out great for me, at least that. So
didn't play hockey at all, did you?
No, so I had to, for 4 or 5 months I didn't do nothing at all. I just took some pills for the inflammation and irritation, and so I had the last surgery in January, and since that it was good. So hopefully it's gonna be good.
Where'd you find your goal scoring touch in the National Hockey League? You weren't, when you played in the Czech Republic, you weren't a big goal scorer.
Yeah, it was hard. I was always like, when I was younger, I had a lot of goals and a lot of points, but then I was always playing with guys 3 or 4 years older, so it was tough for me to score. And I played in the men's league since I was 15, so so it was hard on me, and it was probably too much on me. I probably didn't think it would be better if I played with my guys, so I could learn to score more. But it was a different way, and I think I was more responsible when I came to NHL, so I already knew like how to play two-way, how to play defense and stuff. So it was good for something, but not good for thing too.
You ever get a chance to play with your brother? Have you played with Zebek?
We played when we were small together on the same team for like 1 or 2 years, because he's 2 years older, so I played with him a little bit. But we played last year at the Olympics, and it was a great experience, and it was something I never forget. My parents were there, and so it was great for everybody.
You got a chance to play against Zebek on December 26th, day after Christmas, here at Scotiabank Place, and I believe your father was here, was he not? Your father was in the stands during the Pittsburgh skate. I don't know if you were there or not, but the entire Pittsburgh team at center ice, while they were stretching, turned and waved up in the crowd, and I was looking and I thought, somebody's father is here, or somebody, there's some sort of relationship here. And then I saw you come down the tunnel out of the Ottawa locker room and went up and talked to your dad. The whole Pittsburgh team just gave your father a good wave here. Did you hear about that? Did your dad talk about that at all?
He told me right away. He was really excited about it. So it was great for him, and they're just happy they can see us, and they're really proud of us. We can play both in NHL, and so they're just happy.
All right, we opened this interview by talking about the season and how it's not gone as expected. Down the stretch here, what are the goals now for this hockey club? Other than just winning trying to win every night.
Yeah, exactly. I think the first thing we have to get our confidence back, because it was hard on us, and we're losing games, but I think we don't play as bad. I thought we play some good games, but we still lose, and I think it's all in our heads. We have to think positive, and forget about everything what happened, and now just go from here now, and starts tomorrow against Buffalo, and hopefully we can get on the right track, and then we have a few days off with the All-Star break, so we just have to clear our heads, and I think we can start fresh and get our confidence back and win some games.
All right. Well, thank you for this, and best of luck down the stretch.
Thank you very much.